The thoughts and opinions expressed are those of the sponsors and don't necessarily reflect those of this station or iHeartMedia.
So, how's your morning going up till now? It's noontime, and two boys from Brooklyn want to serve you a huge portion of humor for lunch. So break out the lunch pail, or the sandwich you packed, and let Les and Freddie S. bring you jokes and nostalgia mixed in with important information about medicine, food, dating, or just the stuff you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. And if you have a story about anything you want to share, a bad date, movie review, or just the strangest thing that happened to you at work, call in and join the fun toll-free at 1-800-889-0267. Right now, sit back and let's start the lunch break. Freddie S. and Les are ready, so here are the boys.
Are we on?
Yes.
We're on now. Hey, guys, we're on. The boys, the two boys from Brooklyn, they've left the studio. This is my show now, and I'm the Q. Susie Q, Coach Q, Health Coach Q.
Okay, I'm back, Susie. Thank you.
Where's the bell? Where's the bell?
Where's the
Come
bell?
on. I'm getting used to this gig by myself already.
Well, we lost Freddie, so it's one guy from Brooklyn and the hot Q. So what do you want to say about, what do you do now? You never told me what you do.
I am a board certified, not B-O-R-E-D, B-O-A-R-D.
I thought you were broad certified, B-R-O-A-D.
Well, all right, we're going to play with semantics. Here comes Freddie.
I went to get some help.
H-E-L-P, 100 H-E-L-P. Freddie's back. All right.
Are we working?
Yeah,
We
we're
are
working. So if you missed the missed the first 5 minutes, they didn't throw us off the air.
We were deciding. Are we yes? Are we no? Are we forking to the right? Are we forking to the left? We're here.
So now, do we get money back?
Wait a minute. I need to know what happened.
We don't know.
Nothing happens without you. Without you, nothing happens.
Yeah. So now, let me go
Freddie,
back to my original question. Okay.
All right, what's your original question?
We have a prize. We don't want the prizes because I'm trying to finagle something. It could be a lunch, it could be a dinner, it could be nothing. But we do have a prize. If anyone out there...
I never heard of a nothing prize.
Well, it means...
Once you get nothing.
Yeah, no, just the ability to be on with the boys from Brooklyn should be a prize. But
Wait
here's
a
the thing.
second. That's my role.
Well, your role...
And to tell you the
Wait
truth,
a
I'm
second.
the prize.
I was just going to say that.
Oh, you'll be the prize?
So all you men out
the
there...
contest?
Now, don't get carried away, Freddie.
Wait a minute, what's the contest?
I don't know, I forgot. Oh, the contest is if you can name 3 of the 1957 Brooklyn Dodgers, you will win a prize. Seriously, this prize could be something nice. It could be a nice dinner,
That's
nice
so
bottle of
easy.
wine.
You can look that up on the internet.
No, but they can't. You know why? Because that's not fair. And I think the
What do you mean
audience...
it's not fair? All's fair.
No, you can't because I'm going to... Okay,
How are you going to know?
we don't, but at least we know we have listeners.
How do we know?
I have it right here.
Oh, right where?
I have right on
You
my...
have the lineup?
I have the whole lineup for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Okay, so the contest is this. You got to name 4 starters.
He said 3.
4 starters,
He
okay.
said 3.
Okay,
3 starters on the Brooklyn Dodgers. What
Right.
year?
1957.
1957.
I bet you
That
can't...
was a great year, by the way.
No, well, why? I wasn't even thought of my.
That was the best year ever, and I'm not going to tell you why.
Tell us
Maybe
why.
Les knows why.
No.
Why?
Yes, we were talking about this before.
Oh, it was the last year? The last year, right?
That was the first year and the only year.
Yeah.
And you know why. We're not going to say why,
First
but we
year
know
and the only year
why.
of what?
Only we know why. All right.
Well, then don't bring it up.
Moving left
Yeah,
along.
can we move along? Did
Go ahead, Freddie.
Did you open the show correctly this time?
I don't know,
opened
we're
the
all
show
the
because
way.
you all just up here.
I went to get some help.
I opened the show.
Connecticut needed help.
Can I open the show, please?
Go ahead. You're
Thank
on.
you.
We
Two
already
boys.
opened the
No,
show.
but we're going to do it properly
Okay,
this
go ahead.
time because Q's going to do it.
Okay.
2 boys or guys, depending on, I don't know, sometimes they're guys, sometimes they're boys, from Brooklyn and the Q. Thank you for joining us. This is lunch hour. We're doing lunch, being lunch, whatever you want to do with lunch.
I'm eating lunch now.
Have a great time.
That's
Relax.
right, we have
laugh. Cry. We were crying a little bit before we started the show,
Yes.
Freddie and I. We were laughing hysterically, and we decided in the car on the way here that everything is a bit. And when everything becomes a bit, just a little food for thought, and I'm a nutritionist, everything in life becomes a lot funnier. So everything's a bit. Have fun, relax. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Are you on caffeine right now?
Yeah.
She was quiet yesterday, Freddie.
I was not quite. All right, so couple things. You want to go first, Les? I'll defer to my left.
No, I mean, Freddie said he had some stuff, so I figured I'd...
No, let's start with the answer to yesterday's question.
And what was yesterday's question?
What
Freddie
is
S.
jaywalking?
Oh, jaywalking. No one ever called to find out what that
No,
was.
and I'm so happy that you didn't call, but you got to call. And what's the... You dropped it.
I dropped something on my lap. I hope it was,
right.
it wasn't anything serious because my pencil went down.
It's never serious.
okay.
And
What
what's
did
the
you
number?
I dropped an apple.
What's the number?
What's
what?
the number?
calling
1-800.
800-889-0267.
Whatever you want to call, text, email.
And in
whatever you
Cleveland,
wanna
it's
do.
Murray Hill 8-2000. Go ahead.
Murray Hill. All right. So I asked a question yesterday, and what was the question? We were
What
talking
is-
about jaywalking.
What is JS?
And I said, what is jaywalking? Because it's stupid, because who walks in a J, right? Nobody walks in a J. So here's the definition of jaywalking, and it is not anything what you think, okay? It is not historical evidence of how you walk. It has
The hell is she
nothing,
talking about,
I
Freddie?
know. I'll explain it to you. It has nothing to do whatsoever with the way you walk or how you cross the street.
Okay.
All right? And now I understand about how every J that I ever met in my life, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. All right, so jaywalking is a compound word, derived from the word jay, who is an inexperienced person. Ring that bell.
I have no idea.
Ring
what
that
you're
bell. Ring that
talking
bell.
about.
So, because
An inexperienced
a
person?
jaywalker...
We can lose our audience with this one
No.
definition.
A jaywalker is an inexperienced person.
800-889.
bell.
No, you don't get my bell.
So what that
0267.
means, is it's nothing to do with the pattern. It has everything to do with an inexperienced walker who doesn't know where the heck they're going or what the heck they're doing. Now,
When is this going to come up in a conversation? Freddie?
I don't know. The funny thing is I've met a lot of Jays in my life, and now I know why they are all inexperienced. Ring that bell. That's the end of the jaywalking.
Okay, now
story.
Freddie, why'd you have to? she gets a bell for that Connecticut.
I get a
okay.
bill for that. Kenny said, yay, she's clapping her
long
hands.
story short, jaywalking means somebody who's just lost.
Right.
No. You can be, no, I said inexperienced.
So when you don't,
Those are two
when you
different
don't walk
things.
across those two white lines on the street, you're jaywalking.
Well, if you're colorblind, then you got a problem.
No, it's not colorblind. I never walked between those lines living 42 years in New York in my life.
That's
You
why
can't
you're-
walk. Well, first of all, you don't even see the lines when you're walking in New York because it's crowded.
No, you can see it.
No,
That's
wait.
how we got onto this subject yesterday.
Now, here's what I want to say. I'm putting a challenge out here to all the pizza companies out there.
Man, you have a lot of challenges.
No, here's what you bring us a pizza. We're going to do a thing, and we're not going to mention it. And we want to find out who has the best pizza in South Florida. Now, you could call us up if you're listening, 800-889-0267. Bring a pie over to the station. We'll let everyone taste it because we always have tasting contests at the station. And we will announce the winner. And I don't know what to give a guy who has a pizza, the best pizza. Oh, notoriety.
Who said it's going to be a guy?
Well, all guys own pizza company. All guys own Italian restaurant. Freddie, have you ever seen a lady?
I'm not touching that.
Have you ever
Wait a
seen
second.
a woman
I'm not
own a
If
pizza
there
company?
is a woman pizza owner,
No, not now. Back in the old days.
I'm
It was
talking
only,
about now.
Why don't they call it Lucille's? It's either Pasquale, Pasta Fazool,
Is it-
Luigi's,
I think this is a little bit
Papa
sexist.
John,
There
and
has
Domino's.
to be a woman, a female pizza owner
Okay.
in this country. Whoever you are, please call us.
800-889-0267.
Well, I have a better challenge.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to have the men and the women pizza owner challenge.
Okay.
You're going to be in charge of the women pizza owners.
Oh boy, you
and
guys are
you're
going to
be in
lose
charge of
hands
the men
down.
pizza owners, and we're going to find out who has the best pizza. But my producer in Orlando wants us to talk about the way you eat pizza.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Not the way I eat pizza,
Okay.
the way you eat. Oh, here we go.
Do you eat it with a knife and fork?
I
You?
don't eat
Hold
it,
on, hold on. That's the whole thing.
but I will.
We did some research.
Okay, let's hear this. Go ahead.
We
I like
found
that.
the mayor of New York,
That was me, actually.
Mayor de Blasio,
Oh, de Blasio.
who's from Boston,
Oh, God, they don't know how to
eats
do
it with a
pizza.
knife and
Mayor of
fork.
New York,
Yeah.
if he's from Boston.
I have no idea. And why do you got to bring in such complicated and such a simple?
He was probably born in
I'm the-
Boston, went to New York, and he became the mayor.
Whatever. But this guy eats it with a knife and a fork.
Yep.
Now in Florida, that's the way they eat pizza here. Have you ever seen
That's
that?
because everybody's from New York. Or
No,
No.
New Yorkers eat it where they fold it
fold
up, right?
it.
They
I-
stick it in the mouth, and the only way you know it's a good pizza, right? Connecticut, if it's dripping down your arm, right? All right.
Now, this is a lead because our board operator, Connecticut, because she's from Connecticut. Do
No,
you eat?
she was from Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, she has to be from
Well,
Connecticut.
It has to be explained for once.
Okay.
Do you eat pizza folded up like that, or do you eat it with a knife and a fork?
Absolutely folded.
Of course.
Folded, still, because you've been
Oh,
in
yeah.
Florida 40 years.
Yep, that's correct.
Does anybody in the pizza joint ever look at you and say, you hear the whispers? Because when I do
Oh,
it,
that's a joint.
Not
I hear
really.
the
Definitely a Brooklyn thing, a joint.
pizza joint.
In my neck of the woods, it's whatever.
What is it?
The Michigan neck. Michiganders, you got to call in too. Come on.
But wait a minute. What do you call it? It's not a pizza joint. What do you call it?
Parlor?
A
Pizza parlor? That's where you play cards.
Well,
pizza-
I'm a girl. It's a parlor. Everything's
Freddie,
a parlor.
Freddie,
A beauty parlor.
we got to get a broad from New York.
Oh, come on.
I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Connecticut. In Connecticut, how do they eat pizzas? Do they fold it or they use a knife and a fork?
I used a knife and a fork when I was little.
Okay, but
Right.
what about now that you're not little anymore?
I fold it.
You fold
All the way.
So that's it. Now in Detroit, Michigan, they don't fold it. Do you know what a fold is?
Of course I do.
Yeah, they
No,
fold it
what-
over
fold the
and
pizza?
the end.
First of all, I do eat pizza. All right, I do. But I'm not going to put that out there. I do. And second of all, yes. No. So second of all, I fold.
You fold.
I do not cut.
Yeah.
It's sacrilegious to
In
cut.
Florida, all the
Florida.
Floridians use a knife and a fork.
And in Chicago, because of the deep dish,
Chicago.
you can't fold it. So you have to eat it with a knife and fork, because one piece of pizza in Chicago is a meal. It's about 6 inches thick.
It's a meal for a lifetime.
Oh, I mean, it's
So
huge.
let me ask you a question.
And it's got to drip down your arm.
All right. Well, I'm drip dry.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So he's still... All right, we might not be here tomorrow, folks, but just remember,
Oh, no, we're going to be here tomorrow.
write us all your questions and we'll
Right.
email
all
you.
right.
What do you
Here's
mean?
another
Drip
question
dry.
for
Drip
you.
dry. What is drip dry?
And I bet you guys know the answer to this because
I'm
you're
afraid
two
to
guys
ask.
or two boys from Brooklyn, depending on.
We're two
I don't-
boys, honey.
You're
We're not two
boys.
guys.
Come on, you guys.
All
All
right.
right. Why do they call it a pie?
Because it's shaped like a pie.
But it doesn't have a top crust.
Yes, it is. The crust of the edge.
Not on the top.
Doesn't have to be. You don't have a crust.
Who eats a pie without a top?
They make a pot pie now that doesn't have a crust on the top.
But that's got pot in it.
Well, no, the pot is in my car. If you want to go afterwards and have some pot, it's not on the top of a
We're
pie.
not going there. Are we going there? No. Why do they call? That's why they call it a pie.
Yeah,
But that's not a real pie. That's half a pie.
Freddie, you understand what she's saying?
Les, you have to learn how to say okay.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, honey, you're right.
You're right.
You're right.
No, I'm just.
No,
Nobody
you're right.
knows-
You're
Nobody
100%.
knows what the hell you're talking
We
about.
don't know.
But
Can
you're
I
okay.
take you guys with me all day long? I haven't heard this in years.
It's a pizza pie.
It's a pizza pie.
As opposed
pizza
to a
pie.
pizza dish.
Okay.
As opposed to a pizza.
Let me explain so you understand.
Explain.
And if you I grew up in Brooklyn.
I know.
So I went to Queens College, okay, for 2 years. I came back here to the University of Miami, okay. And when I went to the University of Miami, every Friday I went to prisoners out of the prison to play football because they were lifers anyhow, so they didn't care if they got hurt. So what happened was...
What? What is it with you guys today? Can we stay on script?
Hold it.
Prisoners.
What
You know
script?
what?
When did we ever have a
When did we have a
script?
script?
Well, I know that I didn't read anything about prisoners.
I had 2 glasses of wine. Freddie had a scotch. We came here. We don't know what else to do.
I don't even want to say
The
what.
broad
You
over
see,
here was-
you see how this is going to be my show now because I don't know what's
I don't
going on.
even-
You weren't here
Okay,
when
wait.
the show
Okay, so
started.
hold it. So now Connecticut, you'll understand this too, because she won't. Michigan.
Excuse me.
Michigan doesn't. Okay.
But wait a minute. I
Wait-
didn't finish my pizza story.
Okay, go ahead. Finish your pizza story.
Mr. de Blasio, the mayor of New York, when the news found out that he eats pizza using a knife and a fork, in the newspapers, it was dubbed Pizzagate.
Pizza Gate.
Get it? Because of
Right.
what happened with Brady and the football?
Yeah, deflate. Very funny.
Deflate Gate. Pizza
Right,
Gate.
so he's-
Well, it started
Watergate.
with Watergate, right? That's funny. That is really funny.
Does he know that, Mayor
They
de Blasio?
auction,
Yes.
they auction off the knife and the fork
Oh,
for
that's funny.
$2,500.
Get out of here. Are you
Get
serious?
stories.
out of Brooklyn town.
True story, and it was donated to charity. And my producer gets funny at the end. He says, "Do you think Donald Trump eats pizza with a fork?" No, but his hair does. But anyway, but that's a true
Speaking
story.
of hair, this is a great segue.
Wait. We gotta get. No.
We gotta
We gotta get to the pizza first.
All right, you got a minute.
No, I got as long as I want.
Go ahead,
Well,
pizza.
that's okay.
Do your pizza.
Cadet, you like that one?
You like that one? All right, we'll see
Go
about
ahead,
that.
pizza.
Do you remember in the thing with Travolta? Okay, you got
King
those
of
2
Travolta.
pieces of pizza, and he folded them up and walking down the street.
Yes.
So when I was going to Queens College for lunch, I go in. You can't get a slice here. Is there any place you can get a slice? Really? Oh, I didn't know that because
Why
it's
couldn't
always.
you get a slice?
Because they only sell it by the pie.
Yeah.
So it happens to be half
Well,
the
that's
truth.
smart
Yeah.
business sense.
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy from Manhattan, and it's called Manhattan Pizza, by the
Manhattan?
way. Manhattan.
Down here?
Yeah.
Really?
And he sells by the slice, but it's
Yeah.
like $4 for a slice.
Oh yeah, right.
So
That's why you sell it by the pie.
That's right. You buy it by the pie.
Yeah, but you know what happens? A lot of,
That's a business kepi. You know about kepi.
Yes, I do. But you know the difference is when you a lot of times you're rushing, you want to grab something to eat, you grab a slice of pizza. In New York, you grab a slice of pizza, you go in the subway, you grab a slice of pizza. You can't drive in New York. But when I was going to Queens College, I took the bus, or I took, whatever, and you folded up your slice of pie, you had a Coke.
And it dripped on your...
There was no such thing as diet soda, remember? No. What was it? All of a sudden, Coke came out with a thing called Tab that tasted like motor oil.
Boy, if you drank Tab,
Oh,
you used to get
God.
beat up in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah, man, you can't drink a Tab.
You know what a Tab is?
Do I know what a tab? Yeah, I don't go out with anybody who doesn't pick it up.
Who doesn't
yeah.
pick up the Tab? There you go.
Man, she gets a lot of bells today. Connecticut tells me when to ring the bell so
Right,
she can hear us.
we got a thumbs up on that one.
And remember, when you were in New York, did you ever hear of decaffeinated coffee?
No.
No? Let's see. What did they give
point?
you? What did they give you instead of decaffeinated coffee? Let's see if anyone knows. She's got it. Connecticut got it right there.
What did they give you?
If you said I wanted decaf coffee, what did they give you?
What did they give you?
No. Sanka!
Oh, well, wait oh, God.
That was the only thing.
No, you can't.
Hold
know.
it. You're going to
How
run
did
the
you know
board.
that and I didn't?
You're going to run the board and Connecticut's coming here.
No.
Connecticut
that's
knows her stuff.
instant coffee.
Well, that's what they did because no one made
By
decaf.
the way, there is I'm the health coach. There is a whole new movement, about instant coffee. And actually, I think it's quite brilliant. There is now instant coffee in tea bags, but I'm going to talk about that on my show, my Coaching for Health show on Wednesdays.
Yeah, because we don't care about health. We're two guys from Brooklyn.
Yes, you do care about health.
Nah.
I care about health, and he cares about health, and we all care
Freddie,
about
you
health.
care about Freddie? Let me ask you a question.
care about
Hold
it.
it. I'm going to ask you and him a question, and
It's not
I
you
know
and him.
Freddie will always give me the right answer, and I know you will too because you're an honest broad. Here's a question, Freddie. Between a steak at Capitol Grill or a salad at Capitol Grill, what are you going to order?
A steak.
What are you going to order?
The fish.
She gave you the honest answer.
I
gave you
I
the
gave you
hummus.
two choices. You got to pick one or the
You
other.
cannot give me
I
two
could.
choices.
I could give you two choices. Do
No.
you want? Okay, so you would order the fish.
I don't eat meat.
Why?
Oh, that's a whole other.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about it on my show.
Are you like an
And
animal?
I
Are
only
you like
eat
an
certain
animal?
lettuce, so I'm not sure I'd order either.
She
I'd order either.
only eats certain lettuce.
Yes, hydroponic.
Where'd you get it from, Freddie?
I don't know.
Whoa, wait,
Can we-
oh, you live right now in the greatest place in the world. You live in Boca, okay?
All right, can we-
I want hydroponic
No,
lettuce.
don't talk about the boat. We talked about this.
Now,
yesterday.
was it watered by the rain, or did somebody come and do something on it?
It's
I'm
that's the
gonna
point.
hold
Nobody did anything on it.
I'm going to tell you something. Everyone,
He's pointing his
Wait,
finger.
organic. That is the biggest farce in the world. And I'll tell you why organic's
You're gonna tell
a
me?
bunch of bull.
Okay.
Okay? I have had friends that grew hydroponic and organic vegetables.
Yes.
And they said, Wes, we got tired of coming out there and picking off the bugs. Now, can you imagine these big gardens? What do they spray? How do you get rid of the bugs?
How do you get rid of the bugs?
How do you get rid of bugs that are eating the fruit? You can't.
You
So you got to spray them.
Absolutely.
Then they're not organic.
Absolutely.
And you pay more money for organic, which is really not organic. Connecticut, am I right? Do I get a bell? Freddie's
Got a
here.
haircut. We talked about
Are
that
we-
before we got on the air.
Are we going to do a show here? Or are we
Yes.
just
Okay.
gonna- you guys are acting like two chickens.
Okay.
I'm getting all sorts of texts. What happened to the show?
Go ahead,
All of
Fred.
a sudden, I mean, why don't you guys go in the back room and beat each other with a pipe or something?
Okay, Freddie's right.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
Can we conduct ourselves
you were
in
right.
a show manner now?
I gotta
All
blow.
right.
I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. Hold on.
Don't blow your nose on the air.
Okay, I'm
What's the
sorry.
matter with you? Jeez Louise.
And that wasn't rehearsed. Go ahead. What do you want to ask?
All right, so let's move on because thou digress. What is New York and other places, because we have everybody here represented. What are some of the things that happen when you're in New York that are known, that New York
Notoriously
is known
New York.
for? Yes.
When it says walk, we don't walk. When it says don't walk, we walk. That's one thing in New
But
York.
we do that down here too. What are the names of the two lions in front of the library?
Oh my God! What a question
That
is.
is, if you can answer that,
Wow! I will
I'll
buy you. I better not say that because
buy you
someone
a
out
cup
there.
of coffee from Starbucks.
If you know that, it's 800-889-0267. Who got that? That's a great question.
So one line has got to be for the book returners,
No,
the late ones and the early ones.
no. There's
No, there are two lions
Linus?
in front of the.
Linus is Linus one of them.
No, you're not even close, Linus. You know, I didn't say the Peanuts commercial.
Is it Bruce?
Yeah, it's Bruce and Joyce.
Okay. Let's bag that one. Give us another question.
Back that one.
800
You can't answer
889.
that one.
That was it. I don't know the answer. I'm still waiting for someone to call me about the Brooklyn Dodgers.
All right. Now, here's one that our producers put together.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Do you know there's a black market in New York City?
Yes, I do.
For a lot of things.
Yes, I
Yes. And I met with a bunch of doctors last night, so we're going to talk about the black market of medicine.
do. Oh, yeah.
You know it exists?
Yeah, of course I do.
You have a lot of... Yes, I know. Do you know how much you can buy a scalp for?
A what?
A scalp.
An actual scalp?
You mean a toupee?
No, a scalp.
Oh,
It's
scalp.
The top of the head with hair and everything attached.
How do they get it on your head, though? Oh, they sell it probably.
Where do
Okay,
you buy
I would
that?
say...
What's
You know,
the
you
website
can't
for
even
that?
do a bit in this room because when you do, they get all.
Wait a second.
technical.
What's the website for that?
No.
There is no. I'm not going to tell you what.
I
the
would-
website-
I would
Can you
say-
answer the question yes or no?
I would say probably about 5,000.
I don't even know this.
About $5,000.
I don't know. Is there a payment plan?
$607.
Really?
Yes,
That's it? Where do
Yes.
they get the 7 from?
that's tax.
Isn't it $5.99.99?
No, that's the tax. Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, do you
I'm
know how
with-
much you get for a kidney?
A kidney?
Kidney. How much?
Is that KITNEY
No,
or KID?
a kidney's got to be a lot of money because I know that goes on in New York. A kidney, I would say, that's got to be about $5,000 to $10,000.
That's 20,000.
262,000.
Yeah, I could believe that. Well, you only need one kidney. How much is it for two?
Well, you get
That's
a
per
discount
kidney.
price.
Per
You know,
kidney.
you got to watch out about these ads because a girlfriend who I know, she went in for a breast augmentation. The guy said it was almost $900. I said, you can't get it. She said, well, I get one at a time. Okay, go on to your next question, Freddie.
Do you know how much a
Miss
human
Connecticut, we didn't love
ahead.
that one, did we?
human cadaver? Cadaver.
Oh, that's
Human
got
cadaver.
to be
A
wait,
human cadaver?
$100,000.
$551,473.
Wow.
That's what it costs.
How much is it for a woman cadaver?
That's either or. Either or.
We got a thumbs down on that one.
You get a discount on that, Connecticut.
I agree.
We're going to take a break.
We're gonna take a break.
And yeah, let's take a break now, guys.
Because I had a good one to end it. You gotta give.
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world, but have no idea of how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is that they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars and just find out those ideas just don't work. Health and Wellness Seminars carries advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that will cover all of your business needs. Call today, 954-303-9563, and let Health and Wellness Seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422. You're lunching with two boys from Brooklyn who invite you to advertise on their show. Share your good news. Just call 888-224-5422 and get all the information. There are plenty of options, and this could be a great chance to get the word out about your business or service. That's 888-224-5422. Now let's get back to those two boys from Brooklyn.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Connecticut. How you doing? I want to talk to you about something that Freddie and I have been doing for almost 2 years now, and that's about Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. Dr. Anthony Pinozzo is probably the only musculoskeletal physician in the country except for his son. Am I right, Freddie?
That's correct.
And before anyone goes in for surgery, which I know, the hardest thing in the world is recovering from any kind of surgery. If you have a musculoskeletal problem, whether it's a bad leg, a bad arm, a bad back, before you go in for surgery, I think it would be advantageous to you and your family if you call up Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. Tell him you heard it on the Two Boys from Brooklyn. His number is 561-381-5800, and we're sure he guarantees curing migraines in 1 to 2 shots. He guarantees curing scoliosis, which is more than 1 or 2 shots. And he guarantees that he can help you and cure vertigo and all the ailments that hurt. In fact, Freddie and I have both been patients of Dr. Pinozzo, and half of the staff at iHeart have been a patient of Dr. Pinozzo. So, before you go in for surgery, 561-381-5800, and I hope everyone is doing okay.
And you can catch his show on Sunday.
And every Sunday you can catch a show. And by the way, Freddie, he's having a seminar.
He's having a seminar.
Yeah,
that's what I thought you were going to talk about.
On February 16th.
That's what I thought the ad was.
Yeah, well, I just want everyone to know that he will be there February 16th from 3 to 6. And what's the address?
3 to 5. It's on Jog Road. You didn't bring the flyer?
Yeah, no. I figured you
Yeah,
you put it together. You should know where it was.
Q, you have the flyer.
I don't have the flyer with me. But
Okay.
He's a fabulous guy and a great doctor.
Unbelievable. We're the best.
what I
We don't
can
even know where the seminar is. It's on the 16th, 3 to 5 with Dr. Pinozzo.
It's
Why don't you give the phone number for more information? You can call
954-303-9563, or you can go to the website, Pinozzo, PANNOZZO.TV.
Right.
Or you could go to amp2.tv, see the show, and we give out everything, all the information. But tomorrow we'll have the brochure here, and I will give you all the information.
Well, what an outfit.
Good,
What an
Les.
outfit. We're really
It's
on
amazing.
the ball
It's,
today.
it's amazing we're still in business. It's really phenomenal. Okay. Go ahead.
Very nice. Okay, I also have a read-off here. Could one conversation change your life? When was the last time you talked and worked with someone, the right health practitioner about your health and wellness? This sounds like you.
Yeah, no, it's me.
When was the last time, not you.
Not you.
When was the last time, or maybe the first time, you received the personal attention and the individual program you deserve? Because no one program works for everyone. And the only program that will work is the one that is truly yours. Coaching for Health, a hands-on, customized health and wellness program that truly will change your life. Susie Bricker, it is you.
That's me.
Susie Bricker, a certified health coach, very certified, will be your personal advocate for living an energized and healthy life. For more information, please go to www.coachingforhealth.net, or you can email her, and this is a long one, so if you got a pen, it's going to be a while. Susan.Bricker, that's Bricker, coachingforhealth@outlook.com. That's all one word.
It's one word, and the phone number is 248-762-4961. And I welcome all of you. Everybody needs great health and wellness. And thank you, Freddie S., for that wonderful, wonderful, whatever that wonderful.
Whatever it was.
Whatever
Okay,
it
moving
was.
on. So are we back on track now? All the
Yeah,
questions?
back on track.
You were telling me about boroughs.
Yes, a question came in. Does anybody in the room know what a borough is? Because New York has 5 boroughs.
Right.
Look at Connecticut knows.
Connecticut,
you know what a
she
borough
knows.
is?
But she's from Connecticut.
What is a borough?
It's a little baby donkey.
All right.
That's
She
a-
came up with
I
that
got
one.
to. Could you teach?
Oh,
Could
oh.
you teach how to work the board? 'Cause
Oh, that's a
you're
boo.
pretty good.
That's
No,
That's
am.
a boo.
Yes, she's terrific,
Whoa.
but
That's a boo.
I'm irreplaceable.
That's a burro.
Very good.
That's not a
very,
borough.
That's
very
a
good.
burro.
That's a burro.
That's a
Not a
burro.
borough.
Okay, so
That's
what
a
is?
Latin borough. That's a
So,
Latin borough.
so what?
In New York, there are 5 pieces of property.
Puerto
Manhattan-
Rican, Jewish.
No.
Okay.
Property.
Very good.
Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens,
Staten.
Staten
A
Island.
statin drug.
Staten-
Staten Island.
Manhattan,
look at me like that
Brooklyn,
for?
Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island.
Right.
And Staten Island tried to secede 3 times.
They wanted to
took
become
a
a
vote.
different country.
They wanted to become a different state,
I know.
and that didn't happen. But a borough in New York is the only state in the union that has 5 boroughs.
That's
Why?
true. That's true.
Because when they bought Manhattan Island and killed off all the Indians,
We gave them $22. You know what $22 was in those days?
yeah, it was a lot of money.
But guess what?
You can't
They own
even
all
buy
they own all the casinos now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now
Who got screwed? Not them.
Payback is
Payback is.
Payback is, you know.
Could we say that word with a B?
No.
Can't say that
cannot.
word.
But payback is done. So the boroughs were created because they had different people living in different parts. Now, in the old days, people used to come in from Europe on Welfare Island.
I
No, it
thought
wasn't
that they
Welfare.
were doing that now.
People used to come.
Ellis Island.
Ellis Island.
Bring that back.
No, that's okay.
Ellis Island.
I went for it, though.
Ellis Island, they used to sign up.
Right.
And you could still go and see the books. I see my grandfathers that came over.
Wow,
from
that's
Italy and
nice. That's
everything
good.
else.
Good.
That's very nice.
But that's all about the.
Did they own a fruit stand?
Actually, no. They were construction workers. They were actually masons.
Really? Oh,
Puerto Rican masons. That don't
Puerto
even make
Rican
any
Masons.
sense.
I don't
But
believe that.
That's a whole different story. Anyway, so I just wanted to bring up what is a borough.
I think that's a great piece of trivia. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I
And the
know
trivia
either.
today is if you know the
In
names
Michigan,
of
we
the-
have lakes.
You have too many lakes.
That's
Isn't
right.
Michigan?
HOMES.
Isn't Michigan the country with the largest
Country.
mosquitoes in the world?
It's a country now?
Yeah, with the
I
largest
thought
mosquitoes.
it was a state.
You
no,
got
that's
4-foot
the Zika.
mosquitoes.
That's
Really?
the Zika virus.
In Michigan?
What?
They got
Wow, I didn't know
4-foot
that.
mosquitoes.
Who says?
I went there once. I laughed.
When once?
Once. When
me
the mosquitoes are there in the summer.
This be mosquito. Have you ever seen the mosquitoes here all year round?
no, there's no mosquitoes in Florida.
Well, what are they? Palmetto bugs.
They're people.
They're people.
There are people walking around with
They're
2
people
legs.
walking around. All right. Yeah, can we make a little segue to Les's haircut?
Oh,
Les.
yeah. You told me I needed a haircut, so I went and I got it.
All right. So if we could do a split screen from yesterday to today,
No, I can't do that.
we can go. You can go on YouTube.
Yeah, you can look at it all you want.
What's Freddie? What's the YouTube? How do they get to us on YouTube?
They can go to the YouTube and put in 2 Boys from Brooklyn,
Right.
or you can go to the AMP2.TV YouTube channel.
And hear and
And
see
see.
our show from yesterday.
Correct.
And you will see Les pre.
Oh, before and after.
You will see the before and after. Now, what's the
Connecticut,
number?
how does it look?
What's the number? What's the number? We want feedback
Hold
on Les.
Wait, I got a better trivia question. Does anyone but me know the freaking number?
1-800-889-0267.
Go ahead, Freddie. See if you know it.
And Les, I just got a text that says an extra bonus. You can hire an assassin in New York for $25,000. Don't give me a reason to make a phone call.
Oh, wait. Who's that guy that didn't pay us our bill?
That's funny.
That's in New York. Do they cross state lines?
You think they care?
You think I'm gonna ask?
Listen to me. If you're in the South, okay, you from Michigan? No one. You don't know this stuff. Let me tell you.
I
If
pay
you're
my
in the
taxes.
South and in New York,
Yes.
you think they care about crossing state? Why is it
I don't
killing
know.
somebody for a living?
Listen, some of these people are honest.
Freddie,
Yes.
she led a very sheltered life. This young lady.
Hey, let me ask you a question. When you were a kid, some of the
You
games,
talking to me?
Talking to you.
You
Is there
talking to
anybody
me?
else in the room?
Yes. No.
What movie was that?
You talking
What movie
to me?
was that, big girl?
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
You talking to me? Taxi driver.
Oh, you saw her say that?
No, I didn't eat that. And who was that? Robert D. Robert D.
Robert.
Robert D.
Connecticut, you are really good.
He's got a
Wow.
Connecticut. You know what? You have a Connecticut.
No,
a
she is
Connecticut,
good.
You have a fixation today.
No,
But she is
She
good.
knows every single question.
All right, what were you going to ask me, Freddie?
I forgot. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Forgot.
I
forgot. Forgots.
forgot.
Forgot.
Oh, okay. So next subject. Let's talk about cab rides in New York.
Oh, wait, are we talking about the
And
hands
you're
and
looking
cabs
at
with
me.
the
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at him. I'm
with the
looking
horse
at
and
her.
buggy?
All right.
No, we're gonna get to that in a second. But they have a new HBO thing where they have taxi cab confessions.
Oh, that's
So
great.
last night I watched it,
Yeah.
and guess what they had on? New
You.
York City.
Of course.
Oh, it used to be in Las Vegas.
Oh, you said,
Washington, it's all over the place.
that used to be a killer show. It's still on?
Yeah. So the question is, have you ever been in a cab
Yes.
that was filming taxi cab confessions?
No,
No.
not me.
Well, take it easy. This is for the public.
Okay.
Give us a phone
Oh.
number to call in.
1-800. What's the phone number?
889-0267. 800
889-0267. We want you to call in and tell us, cleanly of course, what your confession was on In the cab. Now, I had a friend of mine.
You really think they're going to call you?
I had a friend of mine that was taped.
A lot of things go in a cab, buddy.
Well, I had a friend of mine. He was in there with another woman, and
that's one of the things.
And you're telling us this now.
And he was drunk, and he signed the permission.
Oh, I was just going to ask you, if he signed the permission, then it's okay.
Oh, he got busted.
So he got busted. He got divorced.
Wow.
His wife was watching?
That's the way it goes, baby.
Everybody watches.
You fool around, you get caught.
So before you sign that paper, if you're drunk,
no,
call your attorney.
No, you go. Don't get in a cab. Take an Uber.
No, you don't take an Uber. You take a gypsy cab.
You got to take.
And what is a gypsy cab? We talked about this yesterday.
It's not Uber.
You know it's funny. Listen, if anybody in New York sees the iHeart app, because we're on the iHeart TuneIn apps,
right,
or sees the show, is the gypsy cab still there now that Uber's around? I don't know if they replaced it.
Well, from what I understand now, in New York, you have to have a chauffeur's license. This could be wrong.
Always have to have that, and you have to have a certain year of car insurance. Yeah, that's always been.
New York is crazy. From New York, what I heard, you can't take an Uber. Now, if this is not true, please call me. I just heard it from someone. You can't take an Uber cab from the airport. But
in New York City?
Yeah, no, I don't know how true this is, but you could take from your hotel to the city.
I think we should. I believe you're correct.
I think we should leave the show, go to the airport, and fly to New York and find out if that's true.
We might have to do that, but no, this is what someone told me. They said you could go from your hotel.
Someone told you, is this your invisible
and turn
friend?
around and come back?
Yeah.
They don't know
Yeah, of course.
Because now you have to have a thing on your car now. You have to have a thing on your car that says Uber. Because they're doing that in Fort Lauderdale now. It has to have a car. Am I right, Connecticut? You are so right that from all these people here, you're the only one I believe.
It's amazing because he's...
Wait, you are so fickle. You believed me yesterday.
Well, I did yesterday.
Maybe it'll be my turn tomorrow.
Well, let's see what happens tomorrow. Now, wait, Thursday's going to be the...
Tomorrow I have my show.
Yes, we're going to get into that.
Okay.
No, that's okay. We can do the show, you and me.
No.
Now, time out.
Go ahead.
We'll get to that in a second, boys and girls.
So,
my goodness.
Okay, so that's the thing I heard about Uber.
Okay.
So
we got to find out. That's another... We got a lot of trivia questions.
Yeah, well, because we're not New York now. I mean, do you miss New York, the truth?
Absolutely.
So do I.
I miss it, too.
Except when they got 26 inches of snow. I didn't miss it then, but that's okay.
But let me tell you something. I mean, you could go 3 blocks and you could eat every kind of food you've ever wanted. You could eat Japanese, right? You could eat Portuguese. And you know what? I've been eating from the same booth where I go there, the Sabre hot dogs. And that water probably hasn't been changed in 27 years. And you know what? I don't think anyone's ever gotten sick from those hot dogs.
Well, we talked about this.
We were going to talk about this. Let's talk about it now. The papaya.
Papaya
King.
Which
is in Mid-Manhattan.
It's a special blend of hot dog that's made just for them. And how it happened was this gentleman from Cuba came over and with all these different recipes for papaya juice. Well,
very healthy for you.
Yeah, but no one in New York eats healthy. They do now. And he created, and he has this hot dog, and it's 2 hot dogs and a papaya drink for $4. Wow. And they say it's better than Nathan's. Have you had a papaya? Am I right? Yeah, really good, really good.
I used to work for a guy who used to drive from the Bronx down to Papaya.
Oh, I could believe that. Yeah.
He used to eat 18 hot dogs.
18 hot dogs.
18. I mean, he was 400.
I would be very interested to know what's the number, what the difference is between the Nathan's hot dogs and the papaya.
Well, Nathan's is still probably the #1 selling hot dog in the city.
Number one selling.
I mean, Nathan hot dog is a good hot dog, but it depends what you want.
What makes a good hot dog? Is it the way it's cooked? I mean, is it the way it's grilled? What makes Freddie?
A ton of byproducts.
Kennycut. What make a ton of byproducts? What makes a good hot dog?
You know what goes into a hot dog, right?
Go ahead.
Right.
Come on.
Got to have a snap.
Right.
A snap, crackle, and pop.
No,
you
just
mean
a snap.
it's crisp? It's crisp.
When you bite that hot dog, it's got to snap. Then
it's got to go all over the place.
The difference between Nathan's, it doesn't have pig parts. It does have snout, and it does. Nathan's are great.
I don't think anybody's ever going to eat another hot dog again.
No, you see,
well, what do you think goes into
kosher.
a hot dog?
I know what goes into a hot dog.
It's kosher, and you got to answer to a higher sauce.
Okay, I have a question. Being that this is 2 boys from Brooklyn and Q.
Yes.
What is a kosher hot dog?
A kosher hot dog means that the rabbi was there when the meat was cut. So, in other words, when you a kosher hot dog, it's not slaughtered the same way.
Correct.
As regular meat.
Okay. So
and the rabbi is there to bless it.
Right.
Well, hold on a second. You mean
it's a blood thing.
You slaughtered the meat differently?
Yes.
So you killed this thing with what? A machine gun? I mean, slaughter is
If
slaughter.
I'm right, you hit it
with
over
a credit card.
You hit it over the head.
Bernie's credit card.
Credit card.
You hit it over the head.
You're ringing out with a credit card.
Well, there's an old story. You know how you stop a line from charging?
You give it a credit
You
card.
take your credit card away.
No, you go over the limit.
No,
That's
you
how
take.
stop it.
Hey, look, let me tell you something.
This
Right
is,
now-
this is just scary. I'm like in the twilight zone, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody help me.
If we script a show, it's going to be very boring.
Okay.
We come in here, we have no idea what we're going to talk about. Freddie's the only intelligent one here. He has actual questions. Go ahead, go to
Do we
your
have
next
more
one.
questions?
Go ahead.
No,
Question
no.
up.
Freddie's
we
a
do
straight
the-
man.
Yeah, he's a straight man.
He's a straight man. Also,
Go
another
ahead.
question came in.
Are we keeping you up, Freddie?
It's a head shake. It's a head shake.
I'm trying to present this question because of the way.
The way the words that are in there that
the
could
way
shut
they
us down.
presented it.
Is your finger on this dump button? Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm not
He's
going
going
to
to go right into the water.
I'm not going to.
Let me see how fast you are. I know. Go ahead.
They asked a question about Coney Island. Have either of you ever gone to Coney Island?
Yes.
I have to say I have not.
We had a bungalow every year in Coney Island.
Okay, and now you got me. What is a bungalow in Coney Island?
A bungalow is like a small little house with like 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and the patio. It's right on the ocean. So the people from New York in the summer times, the father would have the wife and the kids there, and he'd go work in the city. And there was a place for the kids to play on the beach, and there was a boardwalk, and that's where you go there and you'd play. What was the game we played in the boardwalk? It was called skee ball.
Oh,
Okay,
skee ball.
remember skee ball? That was a big thing. And you'd win little tickets. And at the end of the summer, you'd go and you'd buy something that cost $12, and you just spent $100 over the summer. You could play skee ball for a nickel, and you used to get the thing called coupons. And that was.
I remember the coupons.
Yeah.
Do you remember the tickets they used to get for? What is the #1 ride at Coney Island?
Oh, the roller coaster.
No, the bumper cars.
You know the roller coaster.
The roller
coaster,
coaster?
sure.
Do you know
Really?
that the roller coaster crashed?
It was the only wooden roller coaster in existence, and it's still there. You remember the parachute ride?
How can I forget the
Parachute ride?
Threw up all
So
over
let
the
me
place.
ask both of
That was
you,
amazing.
you great guys and boys from Brooklyn, this
Yeah.
question.
Yes. Yes.
What are you?
What?
Lobster now?
Now, mobster, what makes New York? I mean, we're here on this show, 2 boys, 2 guys from Brooklyn. What makes New York?
2 boys from Brooklyn. That's the title of the show. Not
I think
2
you're guys. Sometimes I think you're boys. Sometimes.
Did you
I think
ever know what a broad is here? They want to take over the whole
So tell
freaking
me
show.
about
Wait a minute. Let her finish
Right.
your question.
Wait a second. Now, this is just a little bit.
I'm getting
what
a sign.
Makes,
Dr. Pinozo, I'm getting a migraine. Get over here and give me a shot, please. No.
All right.
What makes? Oh, that's a switch a man.
Come on,
has
come on, come
ahead.
on.
What makes New York the topic of conversation from here to eternity? What is it?
What is it about New York? Okay.
Do tell.
Freddie and I grew up differently than the kids today. When we grew up, we played stickball in the gutter. We played punch ball. We played snoop ball.
You remember punch ball? You know
I've
what
been a
punch ball is?
punching bag. I don't know about a punch ball.
And Freddie, what's the game you and I talked about?
So
Ringolevio.
is it nostalgia?
No,
Is it that there's
no.
no place on earth?
There is really no place on
No
earth
place
like
on
New
earth.
York.
You know, when you have that many people
Yeah.
living in.
Am I right,
such
Connecticut?
such
There's
an
no
area.
place
I thought
like
that
New
was
York.
China.
It's timeless.
Right,
It's
exactly. It's
timeless.
timeless.
And there was a different story every day
Yeah.
that grew out of New York.
Right?
And we're still talking about the story.
Skelzies. You know what Skelzies are?
Oh God, I know what it is. I can't remember. Oh, you got me. I know what it is. I've heard the expression.
Connecticut, you know Skelzies?
No?
Don't recall.
No.
When you were in school, when you were a kid,
Right.
the bottom of the chairs had these round metal pieces.
Oh,
so you don't
yes,
scrape
right.
the-
Right.
So-
we even did that in Michigan.
So we had a bunch of hoods, and I knew them. I wasn't a hood, but I knew them. And they used to take all these little things off, and then you took them home, and you melted crayons in them, you
Right.
put stuff in them,
Yeah.
and you played a game called Skelzies. And it was big time. If you were a good Skelzy player, you were king of the block.
Yeah.
But why is this all so indigenous to New York?
Because anywhere else that I've gone, I've traveled almost every state in the union. When I was younger with my wife, and the one thing that makes New York timeless is New York was always ahead of the curve. I mean, everything started in New York. If you could be famous in New York, you could take that concept and bring it down to South Florida. It's the water in New York makes bagels and pizza the best in the world.
Best water.
I mean,
Oh,
you could put a. No one had filters in New York. You stuck. And you know what made it? All those dead guys from the mafia got into the water of the Hudson River, and it made great water.
Strange
Now wait
guy.
a second. That's
strange
the
guy.
little TMI. How do you know that? Do you think Jimmy Hoffa was there too?
No, he was buried at Ebbets Field.
No. I'm the Michigan girl. We know where he was buried.
Hey, listen, Les.
Yes.
Producer says that you're absolutely right. Uber is banned from the airport because the yellow cab company.
Thank you,
is
guys.
upset about
That
losing-
I was right. Okay.
You're right.
Very good.
Now, New York City does not have a natural filtration system. They use natural resources.
That's correct.
And the piping in New York changes how dough ionizes.
Right.
The way it was
There
explained.
are
No, you're right.
natural resources
You're right.
in New York.
You're right.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
That's
He's right.
interesting.
He's right on that one. That I did remember.
Yeah.
And what happens is no one could get, even if there used to be a bagel place in Fort Lauderdale, where the lady actually got gallons and gallons and gallons of New York water, and that's how a truck would go up there and bring. And you know what? It didn't taste the same. It was close, the closest I've had to a New York bagel, but it didn't have. So there was something that was missing. I don't know what's the air. But nothing was better
So we should do a blind bagel test.
Oh, you could tell right away.
We should, but you're never going to grow a bagel
Right.
like in New York.
I didn't know you
because-
grew bagels.
Well, you're never going to have a bagel because of the pressure
Yeah.
and where it's located.
Right? So ring the bell. She says you don't grow bagels, right? See?
Hey,
She's
Connecticut-
on my Kennicott's on
I'm
my
watching
side this
whatever
time.
Connecticut says. When she gives me the thing to ring the bell, I ring it. I don't ring it until I get it from
But
her.
but the bottom line is this:
She's a
Connecticut,
producer.
You can't get a bagel to taste
No.
here like in New York because of the location of Florida.
Location,
and the location, of New York.
location,
That's right.
location.
And the pressure is different, and it just doesn't fall.
Say
into
that
place.
again. The pressure's
You know what? I
pressure.
know, right? I was talking to a friend who's a baker, and he says, when you make donuts in New York, you can make the same donut, the same recipe in New York and Florida, and they'll both taste different.
That's right.
Because what he said.
And
It
people tell you, "Oh, we fly in New York water."
doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
You can fly in water?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You can fly in whatever you want.
You can fly
We
in
fly
New
in guns. We fly
Fly in water.
Brooklyn Water Bagel Company does it.
They
Yeah,
fly
and
in
that's the
water?
one. Thank you. That was the one that tasted the closest to a New York bagel. You happen to be right. I've had the.
As a
bagels,
matter of
yes.
fact, I met the owner of Brooklyn Bagel Company, and he says, "Yeah, we fly in water. It's still not going to be the same.
But here's another
They're
question.
not even from Brooklyn.
Now, where are you from, Freddie? Where are you from?
Bronx.
I'm from the Bronx.
So,
Pelham Bay.
Brooklyn Bagel. Brooklyn Bagel flies in. All right,
Brooklyn
water.
Bagel does.
This show is two what?
Boys.
Thank you. From Brooklyn.
Yes,
Why is it always Brooklyn? What's
Because-
the deal with Brooklyn?
because Brooklyn was the first
No,
borough.
and it was the home of the Dodgers.
It was the first borough that brought a baseball championship
Yep.
to the city.
Brooklyn Dodgers. That's correct.
And they had, they crossed the color barrier and the whole nine.
Do we get any answers on your Brooklyn Dodger question yet?
I
What's
doubt
the
it.
number?
You give it.
1-800-889-0267.
What Freddie said is really true. I mean, he said Roy Campanella, or was it Jackie Robinson?
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier, and Ebbets Field was like the greatest thing. I think it's a hotel now or an apartment building.
I have no idea.
I think it's an apartment
We'll,
building.
we'll look at it. We'll get Jay to look it up. But the bottom line here is that every story, there's so many stories that come out of New York. And the bottom line is that we have Connecticut, we have Michigan, and I was always interested to see how what we did bled off into other states.
Affected and affects everything.
The Bluefish from Connecticut baseball team, I brought in kids from the Bronx to try out for that team. And that's a double-A affiliate, independent league. And I stood online for hours with my kids, not my kids, but my team kids, to try out for these teams. So anyway, so that's some of the nostalgia. But if you have a story from your state, you want to share with us?
Any state.
Any
of the
state,
50 states.
you might want to go up and say that Connecticut has a great bagel, right? Okay.
By the way, speaking of bagels, and I did eat bagels in my time, Michigan has great bagels. And because they're the land of the lakes, they have great water.
They got water lodge bagels.
Michiganders have great water. We have great bagels.
I wouldn't even use a bell for that
I
one.
want a
that bell.
bagel
Ring
from
that
Flint,
bell.
Michigan.
No,
Anyway,
no. Oh, Flint.
Anyway,
Michigan.
listen, I forgot to
Yeah,
say,
Detroit's got great water.
business people, if you want to come on the air and put your product on the air, we will tape you live.
Yeah,
every
we'll take
3
you
weeks.
live. You go over the
Come
country.
on down, bring a bagel, bring a pizza, bring your lunch. Do something. We got a minute left, fellas.
And all I can say is, I'm going to call up somebody, or Freddie will call up somebody, and we're going to have a couple of bagels flowing down. I have friends up in New York, and we're going to have anyone who thinks they got a better bagel, we're going to do a blind test. There was 2 blind guys out there looking for a job. We're going to do a blind taste test. Connecticut, does that deserve a bell? I said 2 blind.
No, she wasn't paying attention.
Okay, we're ready to go.
You allowed her to sleep. All right, everybody want to say
Ready
their
to go.
goodbyes?
Everyone say goodbye. Freddie,
Goodbye,
say goodbye.
goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
And
in the
P,
queue.
don't forget to say your.
Coaching for Health tomorrow, Wednesday, 1 to 2 p.m. We have a fabulous guest, Lisa Dwoskin, WWNN.
Hey, and that's WNN 1470 AM. You got to see them the
Freddie.
numbers. They can't find it. Les, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, we will. Have a good day, and hope your day is better than our day today. So
Enjoy the rest of your
care.
day.
Okay, Freddie. Are we on? Oh.
Well, that's about it for today's lunch break with 2 boys from Brooklyn. You're invited to join the break every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So, if you missed some of the good stuff they served up today, there's more coming next time. Bring your lunch and the boys from Brooklyn will bring the smiles. And it's all live. See you next time. Now go and enjoy the rest of your day.